Here we go, you guys. This is the Draft Labs ADAM Tournament Series. Second match of our first set on the day. Team AMAM took the last. Counter Instigate on blue side now. AMAM on red. Our roster for Counter Instigate: Ocean Eyebrows, X-Cat, V8, and Frosted Cookie. On red side, AMAM with What Is a Wolf, Eric L, Gross Pigeon, and Lady Santa. Wow, 5 bans out. Really quick bans today, ladies and gentlemen. Blitzcrank, Kog'Maw, and Sona taken away by Ocean Eyebrows. I like those bans a lot. And then snags the Jace off the bat. My goodness, this guy knew exactly what he was going for. Varus, Lux, and Ziggs from What Is a Wolf. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Now let's go ahead and get that Jace pick logged into our Style Stats Team Composition Strength Calculator. SSTSCC. Wait. Style Stats Team Composition Strength Calculator. SSTCSC. There we go. It's a bit of a mouthful, but you guys know how it is. All right. With that Jace pick, you can see why Jace is so strong and why Jace is so prominent on this map, because he's very well rounded. He's really similar in his chart to Ezreal, except for he brings in a little bit more well-roundedness, whereas Ezreal brings in more of safety, you know what I mean. So Jace, he brings in a little bit more of the nuke damage and the wave clear and some things like that, but consistent wave clear. But then Ezreal is going to bring in more of the engage and disengage. So that's an important thing to note. And there actually might be hovering over a second nice well-rounded pick here with the Ezreal for Counter Instigate as well. But let's get the first two for AMAM, and we have What Is a Wolf snagging the Vladimir, and Eric L playing his Draven. We've seen Eric L play really well in Draven before, and Draven is a really exciting champion to watch, man. Being able to juggle those axes is it's truly a phenomenon in itself. So I'm looking forward to seeing Eric juggle 2 axes at the same time. If he doesn't, I'm definitely going to give him some flack for it. Next 2 lock-ins for Counter Instigate were an Ahri from X-Cat, and V8 did in fact lock in the Ezreal. It's a good pick. I mean, that was probably one of the better picks from their team in the last round. I really enjoyed the way they took Caitlyn and Ezreal. Now they have Jace and Ezreal, so there is much less pressure now for V8 to take an AD Ezreal. But what I can tell you is that if they take another AD champion, or another AP champion rather, for their 4th pick, and they go 3 out of 4 APs, and that's going to put them into a tough situation against the Aegis that is definitely inevitable to come out from Gross Pigeon as he's taking his Braum here. This is all the pocket picks, man. These are all pocket picks coming out, and I don't necessarily think these are pocket picks in terms of they want to, pocket pick is a tough thing to describe. Pocket picks for Team AMAM are picks that they wish were in the meta, okay? So what I've seen here from all 4 members of Team AMAM, What Is a Wolf on his Vladimir, Eric on his Draven, Gross Pigeon on his Braum, and Lady Santa on the Brand, these are picks that are going to be their preferred champions. Not necessarily the champions they think fit into the meta as well as some others, but these are champions they're picking, and this is definitely an experimental composition / a tester composition for Team Counter Instigate. This is not Team AMAM up at 100% at full speed. This is Team AMAM. I'd say this is going to be them at probably about in between 75 and 85%. Not necessarily seriousness, but 75 and 85% competitiveness, if you will. Brand, and then we got Frosted Cookie, who locked in the Jinx at the very end. So they ended up going for another AD. I like the way they did this, okay? I think the AD pick for the 4th slot on Counter Instigate was much safer than the AP pick, because we know that the Aegis is going to come out. It's inevitable. It's definitely going to happen. So you don't necessarily want to build into it by taking another AP champion, which they kind of could have, and they still would have had a decent balance there. But now with the Ezreal, they have the option to kind of test out the new strategy of going triple AD. And that's something that's worked for a lot of teams in the past. I mean, it's something that can definitely work out. The only problem is that armor shuts down AD champions fairly well, so I don't expect them to necessarily go triple AD, but they have the option now if they need to. They can even do it in the game. That's the beauty of the Ezreal. They can even switch from an AD to an AP mid-game or the other way around. So I really think the Ezreal pick is going to be a big crucial factor here in this match. Same goes for Jace. If X-Cat is hitting a lot of his Jace skews, then he's going to be in a good spot. Now, if you guys take a look at our Style Stats Team Composition Strength Calculator, SSTCSC, I'm going to have to memorize that. We can see that blue team, this Counter Instigate have really enveloped Team AMAM this time. I mean, they have advantages across the board. They have picked an extremely well-rounded composition, and that's due to the well-roundedness of both Ezreal and Jace. Like I said, those two are extremely symmetrical champions when it comes to their style stats charts. They're just going to bring in a little bit of everything, and then from there you can take whatever it is that you believe you need and accent it to give yourself a lead. Whereas Team AMAM, as I said, these are pocket picks. These are not going to be the picks that fit into the meta as much, so they're bringing out a much lower composition score. This is the second low-end Tier 2 composition we've seen come out from Team AMAM in the last 2 games, and the second high Tier 2 composition we've seen come out from Counter Instigate since the last game as well. So I really like the way things are looking for Counter Instigate right now. I still think that it's going to be a struggle for them. I still think that it's going to be a tough game for them, considering the fact that Team AMAM is just, you know, an unstoppable force no matter what champions they're on. But this is their opportunity. Team AMAM, they've revealed their chinks in their armor. They've kind of, like, I don't want to say they necessarily revealed them, but they've kind of taken a little bit of their armor off by not going with an extremely serious composition, an extremely competitive composition. This is them really wanting to have fun in this second match, and I can appreciate that from them. And I think that this is actually going to be the better match of the first two, because we have a very strong comp from Counter Instigate and a very exciting composition, you could say, coming out from Team AMAM. I'm very, very stoked to see the way this match ended up playing out, you guys. Now let's go into some individual play styles here. What on each team do they have the most of? For blue, it's definitely going to be poke, but they still have a lot of everything else as well, which is really nice. A lot of their disengage and engage come from mobility, which is simply going to keep them safer in the laning phase to keep poking out and keep on winning trades, which I like as well. So don't think that this team is going to want to jump in and go head first on the enemy squad. That's not the case. They're simply mobile, so they can disengage from enemy engages or engage into individual little 1v1s or into their poke if they need to, because that is all tied into our engage stat here. And then Team AMAM, they're taking more of a top right side heavy squad, so they are going to be the ones that want to kind of move forward and jump into the enemy side, especially with a Vladimir there. He's going to want to get underneath, usually you would say on top of, but for Vladimir, he's definitely going to want to get underneath the enemy squad with his little blood pool, whatever the heck you want to call it. Whatever the heck you want to call it. Now, I'm not seeing too much craziness going on in Twitch chat today, ladies and gentlemen. So what I'd like to ask of you now is that if you want to say something in Twitch chat right now, anything you say, as long as it's not, as long as it's appropriate, of course. I would expect you guys to keep it appropriate. If you want to say anything in Twitch chat, I'll feature it live on the stream and in the recording that we're playing right now. That's going right now. So you guys want to say anything to the viewers? You guys want to say anything to YouTube? You guys want to say anything to everybody else who's watching, or even to the teams that are playing right now because they can't watch? They're just going to watch later after the VODs go up. You can more than welcome to do so, and I will transcribe your message to them. Actually, I won't transcribe it because I'm not going to be writing it down. I will simply relay your message to them through Twitch chat. Now, this loading screen is taking a little bit longer than we would. There's XCat. There we go. This load better be fast from him. Come on, we need a solid state drive from you. Or maybe like a... Actually, I don't think it's a solid state drive. We need an i7 processor. Whoa! Whoa! My goodness, that was fast. Alright, so I guess that was the case. Looks like XCat sitting on an i7. Sitting on an i7 processor. Gets loading the game real quick. Now, I guess that brings me into my next tip for you guys. Voidable Clutch says, hi, fans. So he is, in fact, in the game. Ocean Eyebrows says, hi, fans. Yes, Ocean Eyebrows has many, many fans. Me being one of those fans. Alright, guys, this is the Draft Labs A-Dam Tournament Series. Match 2, Set 1, Season 1, Week 5. Counter Instigate versus Team AMAM. AMAM 1-0 in matches so far. AMAM taking a very fun, exciting composition, whereas Counter Instigate taking a very serious, very poke-centric comp. Once again, AMAM making their way into the bushes very quickly. You can see the movement by What Is a Wolf there. He expected somebody to be in that bush. He expected XCat to be in that bush, but XCat was not. XCat is just going to decide that he doesn't really want to have to do that. Ocean Eyebrows, not even here yet. I mean, it's one thing, okay, you guys? It's one thing to not give up, or excuse me, it's one thing to lose the early game advantage to Team AMAM, considering they're so quick off the draw. But it's another thing to simply give it to them by not even being available for your squad. And that's something that I don't think that Counter Instigate is appreciating from Ocean Eyebrows right now, or that is going to help them at all throughout this early game, phase. I'm serious this game. You're not even in this game, dude. What are you talking about? You're not even in the game. How can you be serious? I really enjoy seeing Gross Pigeon as Braum, man. This guy's made some sick plays in the past. He's going for team sustain for the other game. That's what he wants. He wants team sustain early, so he's going to go for the Targons. Whoa, that's a big bit of damage on Eric L. Just a couple of poke shots and Draven is taken down, man. He is going to struggle. He is going to struggle. I'm calling it right now. Finally, Ocean Eyebrows making his way back in. Somehow a 3v4 is actually keeping Team AMAM at bay. Now make it a 4v4, and actually might even end up leaning into Counter Instigate's favor. This might be the first time Team AMAM have lost an early game advantage. I see this 4v4 going in favor of Team AMAM. Ocean Eyebrows, is there a charm for him? There is not. He also gets the second hit there on a Gross Pigeon with the back shot. The backlash of that Q. Well done. Team AMAM need to take more poke, and where's the poke, man? We're not seeing enough mana regen, no clarity. Oh, we do have a clarity. Ocean Eyebrows took the clarity. Good call, man. Good call. I like the summoner spell spread that's coming out from... actually, I don't. I take that back. I don't. No exhausts, no ignites. I don't like that. Whoa, Eric L, he's locked down. He's going to take some damage. There was a little bit of help there from Braum, but Eric L, he's still sitting fairly low, ladies and gentlemen. L's and G's, B's and G's, boys and girls. Team AMAM, they're definitely being kept at bay here. You can see that nice wave clear coming out. The advantage in range for blue side is quite large. So they should be able to get the first hits down into each wave. They need to play aggressive here, though. They need to pull a Team AMAM. They need to stay forward. Look at this. They're so tentative to move forward and actually make something big happen because they don't want to get caught out. XCat, he's the only one who wants to play aggressive, and he's still safe. I mean, there still isn't that much capitalization or that much punishment coming out from Team AMAM for any bit of over-aggression from Counter Instigate, and right now Counter Instigate is simply letting AMAM forward and letting them get wave clear, and letting them, at least it's half the wave worth of wave clear, but that's plenty to stop the siege. That's plenty to keep Counter Instigate from getting any damage on the tower. So much range for Counter Instigate now. I'm so surprised that they're not able to secure this lead any farther. They need to know that what they're doing is trading. They're not necessarily just hitting Team AMAM for uncontested damage. They need to move forward and get their damage guaranteed, and every once in a while, probably every 4 out of 5 poke shots they throw are in fact going to be traded for, but you know, the other 4 excuse me, not going to be traded for, but 3 out of 5 are going to be traded for, and the other 2 are not. That's where they're going to get their advantage here. It's a very tight game right now. Very, very tight. Anything can happen. Nice damage from V8 there. It looks like he might end up taking... He's got a Sheen Star, which I love. I absolutely love the Sheen Star on Ezreal. He might be taking an AP. You know, we don't know. We still have no idea at this point whether or not V8's going to be taking an AD or AP build. What I don't like seeing, though, is... and this is simply my opinion, but in my experience, this has, you know, been something that has been... kind of bothered me, never really worked out for me at all, is the full AD start on Jinx with no mana pots. Frosted Cookie, if Counter Instigate take a lead here, then Frosted Cookie is going to be out of mana by level 7 and is not going to be able to get anything back. This game is tight. Super tight, Ocean Eyebrows. Eric L still not bouncing still not juggling 2 axes, man. I will not be impressed until Eric L is juggling 2 axes amidst a team fight. That's what I want to see. There's one. Let's see how many he can get rolling for himself. I might have to get this Shotcaster Draven skin. Might have to throw it down. It's good. It's pretty awesome. Or maybe I'll cosplay that. Maybe one day. All right, you know, dudes. If one day if I get invited to like a if I get invited to like a TwitchCon or like a, you know, some sort of StreamerCon. Whoa, here's a fight. Level 6s have been hit by almost everybody. Team AMAM somehow grabbed theirs first. That was Ocean Eyebrows who didn't have his. Team AMAM picked up the first 2 kills as well with a lot of their AoE damage. That was just a crazy team fight, and I was giving you guys a little bit of a rundown here, so let's rewind that one. Let's see what ended up going down initially. So look at this, look at this. So, I didn't mean to rewind there, my bad. I rewinded again, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so I'm going to pause the game here once things start kind of getting a little bit hectic. So check this out. Right before the level 6, right before Team AMAM's level 6, they are able to move forward, get waves cleared out, and actually pick up their level 6s at the same time as Counter Instigate, which then translates into getting their level 6s before Counter Instigate, because Ocean Eyebrows was MIA for so long. Ocean Eyebrows missed out on the experience that was required. And Ocean Eyebrows does not have the level 6. That's 4 level 6s for Team AMAM that are going to come here with this last minion, and only 3 for Counter Instigate. So huge to note here. Now Ocean Eyebrows does not have his to escape. He's going to end up getting caught out here. V8 actually ends up getting caught out right away. I fast forward on an accident there. And then what is it? Wolf goes right in onto Ocean Eyebrows, who didn't have his ultimate, had no escape, and no kill threat there either, because what is it? Wolf isn't going to die if he got charmed in. Well played. Here's an exhaust coming out from Team AMAM, an important summoner spell that Counter Instigate does not have, and from there, AoE damage from from Team AMAM is just easily able to clean up. So unfortunate and so crucial, and those are the tiny little moments, the tiny little things that allow Team AMAM to take games even when they're down like that. That is all experience, ladies and gentlemen, knowing that level 6s are about to happen, moving forward, grabbing those creeps. It's just the little tiny things, man, just really impressive stuff. They get the execution on top of that. Eric L, he's looking for a kill. He ended up getting the stun down on a Frosted Cookie. Wasn't able to actually find a kill there, unfortunately enough. And this is Team AMAM just looking for mass suicides. They only end up getting 1 suicide, 1 execution there, which is unfortunate. And now there's a fast push coming out from Counter Instigate. They want to just get as much damage down as turret as possible. And they should be able to do so. They might even be able to get this turret down. Draven's only making his way back now, and Frosted Cookie was left alive. If Eric L had gotten that kill on a Frosted Cookie before they started this siege, then this would have been a much safer opportunity for Team AMAM, but this actually ended up going to come out, might end up being in favor. Look at how low that it is, that triple snare. That could have been their opportunity, but nobody wanting to go aggressive for it. There are a lot of flashes available for Team AMAM there. Team AMAM back at it. That was a really great opportunity for Team Counter Instigate to be able to bring this game back, and I'm not sure if they're going to get another opportunity to grab a big ace like that, because they do not have an acing team. They have a poke-centric team. They want to win trades. They want to pick people off one by one and hold a forward advantage and push. But they also have a double AD comp, which makes them want to push even farther. But against this kind of AoE-oriented team fighting composition from Team AMAM, they're not going to get another opportunity to ace, in my opinion. They're simply just going to get a kill here to kill there. They have set themselves up for a nice little opportunity to snag this first tower, but that being said, they're not going to get the ace. They're not going to get another opportunity like what they just got. And they're not playing as though they're looking for it, which is good. They come out with just a lot of aggression. They're throwing out a lot of spells, spamming. They're playing to their team's strengths right now, which is good. I expected them to kind of want to sit underneath the tower and wait for Team AMAM to make a dive and look for a multi-kill. And I was going to say, that's just not going to happen. Absolutely not going to happen. If it does, I will... I don't know. I don't know what I'll do, but I'll do something. I'll make a weird noise for you guys. How about that? Bing, bing. I love that sound. Bing, bing. That's so awesome. That's why I'm a support main, because of that sound. Uh-oh, X-Cat. He's going a little bit too deep. He's taking a lot of damage. Not quite enough to snag a kill there. He's going to be the first to fall. Counter Instigate now left in 3 versus 4 situation with AMAM pushing forward. AMAM might be able to take an advantage here. They don't really have the kind of poke squad that they would need in order to siege this tower under duress, but what I can tell you that they do have is enough sustain throughout with Vladimir on the front lines to play aggressively and to kind of bully. They want to body their way into under this turret. That's the only way they're going to take it, in my opinion. Gross Pigeon, nice block there. Completely negates V8's whole ulti. V8 gets locked by the stun, ends up getting locked down by something else. Didn't even get the Bromstone there. Was still available. He survives, though. Still 1 kill going in favor of Team AMAM. Make that 2. Eric L picks up the second with a little bit of extra change in his pocket. Cha-ching! Draven gets the gold. What is he sitting on now after snagging that? Now he's got 1,500. Well played. And now Team AMAM picked themselves up 2 kills and once again body their way. This is how, exactly what just happened right there, is how Counter Instigate should have played their early game. They had a forward positioning. Just before that level 6 they gave it up, and that's what turned the tide of this match. Now Team AMAM, without the composition that's going to do it as well as what Counter Instigate have, end up doing it better than Counter Instigate had the opportunity to. Better than Counter Instigate did, so well done by Team AMAM. This is all experience stuff, you guys, and It's my job to point it out to you what it is that Team AMAM's doing that makes them so great. Because they're as of right now with these compositions, I still don't think they're the victors of this match. There's still plenty of opportunity. It's just as of right now, the things that have happened so far throughout the match have been in Team AMAM's favor. Getting the mass suicide without losing a tower, my goodness, that was huge, especially against a Jinx. That was just huge, just absolutely huge, and it was big in favor of Team AMAM, and it was big. It was a big play by Team AMAM and a big mistake made by Counter Instigate. I don't want to dwell on the past, though, you guys, and I don't want anybody else to dwell on the past, but just keep in mind that these things are happening. We need more poke. We need more poke. I mean, there isn't that much sustain. There isn't that much sustain on Team AMAM. It's just Vladimir right now, really. We can assume that Gross Pigeon is going to once again build into his... there's an ultimate just for poke. Did you see an opportunity to get it onto Ocean Eyebrows and V8? Where's that damage going? It was! Wow, that was a beautiful ultimate from Gross Pigeon. I actually didn't expect it to be that great. Nice ulti there from Frosted Cookie as a few members of AMAM are taken low. Ezreal falls shortly after. That's 1 for 1 so far. Is there good follow-up? Frosted Cookie low on mana. Even lower now that she has the... rocket launcher out. Gross Pigeon getting so much damage. Frosted Cookie attacking Gross Pigeon with his shield up with her rocket launcher. That's losing mana and not dealing damage there either. That's a nice little charm on a What Is It Wolf, but can't expect it's going to go too far. This is still sitting at a 1 for 1, ladies and gentlemen. But Team AMAM still bodying their way underneath the tower. So much pressure. I know, dude. So much pressure. Team AMAM. These guys, they just take a little bit, and they give you a little bit, but they take a lot. Another kill for Eric L. Now how much gold is he sitting on? 3K, my goodness. I guess he's balancing these axes like better than I expected. He wanted it, dude. I guarantee you he heard me saying something about it earlier, or somebody said something to him about balancing those two axes. He goes and he wanted to get a nice little double bounce onto V8 there just to show me. I hope so. Maybe that's just me thinking that he's doing that, but he's not really doing it. But either way, he was looking for it there, but he wasn't able to find it. Dude, this brand skin... This zombie brand skin has got to be one of the best skins in the entire game. I mean, his footprints follow him around. The way he moves, dude, this is his auto attack animation. Come on, this is one of the best skins in the entire game, dude. We need more skins like this. I'm looking forward to. I hope we get another good, expensive zombie skin this week, this Halloween. Because we didn't get any, we didn't get awesome zombie skins. I mean, Zyro is a good one, but we didn't get anything too crazy. Counter Instigate, they're still holding on for dear life right now, whereas Team AMAM are kind of like, they're getting fed a little bit. They're getting a lot of gold. I mean, if we took at the team gold averages, you can see that average for Counter Instigate is about 5K, with Jinx taking a lot of that gold, actually. Another ultimate only hits Frosted Cookie and Ocean Eyebrows. Those are two priority targets for sure. Now they're both shut down. A kill goes in favor of Ocean Eyebrows. There was follow-up there, too, from Eric L. He was trying to find it with his ultimate. Nice follow-up there from him. Good dodge from What Is It Wolf, and a lot of damage down to that second turret. Team AMAM, they are really bodying their way into the lead here. And they're doing it extremely well. Nice ulti there, looking for What Is It Wolf. X-Cat still picks up that kill from the tower shot. Jinx falls to Draven. Eric L. He wasn't juggling two axes, so he wasn't able to survive back there, and Team AMAM, once again, simply looking for a mass suicide. That wasn't them making aggressive plays. I mean, they were simply just trying to get as much damage as possible. I think they got a little lucky with getting all those kills, but they got their mass suicide. They should lose their first tower here, but this is something they're willing to give up to be able to go back and spend all of their money. Look at the itemization now from them. They've really gotten everything that they need right now. They have an Aegis and a full Face of the Mountain from Gross Pigeon, plus a couple of more, wow, 3 cloth armors. Not even going for boots here, you guys. We have a lot of damage on the Draven. This guy went back, finished his Infinity Edge, got some sustain, got everything he needed. I'm really surprised that Gross Pigeon didn't build into a another, whatever that red item was called that he built last game. I'm going to have to check up on that one because I forgot what it was called. Nobody ever builds that thing. Zeke's Herald, there we go. Build into another Zeke's Herald, but he ended up finishing off the locket first. And the face first. That's kind of surprising. He's looking to protect people from the burst damage of Jinx here. What Is It Wolf? Just goes right in for some aggression. He's being taken low, but that might be a dead Ezreal. It is going to be the case. Ocean Eyebrows is also taking the brunt of that Vladimir ultimate. There's an awesome Vladimir skin as well. I mean, this is a really cool skin, man. The way he moves around, kind of awesome. Kind of awesome. Look at that, dude. Zombie brand is just like, that's just too much for me. I would like a remake of the Zombie Rise skin as well, because the Zombie Rise skin could easily be up there. Ocean Eyebrows. My goodness, man. Luden's proc in combination with Draven damage, incredibly high. That's Ocean Eyebrows falling. After the second tower goes down in favor of Team AMAM, huge block there from Ghostbin as well. I mean, that was V8 kind of casting his ultimate into GP right there. Ulti from Jinx whiffs. That's both globals down now, and an inhibitor taken down by Team AMAM. They're looking to close this series out, ladies and gentlemen. They're looking to close it out. Eric L, will he balance two? Nope, he can't even balance one. Come on, can't even juggle one. Maybe Eric L needs some Performance Labs barebones drill in his system on Draven. Nice kill there. Ocean Eyebrow still kiting around, looking for more. Isn't able to find it, but does get away, taking minimal amounts of damage. This is a nice little. This is a good opportunity here for Counter Instigate to be able to at least keep their lives. V8 goes right on top of what is a wolf. They end up getting a kill before V8 falls, but V8 does end up going down to the E, I believe it was, from Vladimir. He threw that one out just to make sure the damage was going to go down, because he might not have. Matter of fact, he didn't have enough time to throw down a full Q animation, but he did have enough time to throw down an E animation and at least have that little bit of damage flying towards V8 there. So well played. They trade out kills, and that little skirmish there underneath the two next side turrets ended up being a 1 for 2 in favor of Counter Instigate, but it's not going to be in their favor for long, because with more members of Team AMAM dying, that's more members of Team AMAM coming back healthy. Mary B says, stop blinking over my cues. Not sure who Mary B is, but welcome, welcome, welcome. I assume it's Lady Santa. I assume it's Lady Santa. Let me know if I'm, Oh, wait, no. Wait, I'm not sure. So tough to say. We'll have to figure that out later. Early ultimate from Eric L. Flash forward from what is a wolf. He flashes into a blood pool. That simply just gets him charmed up. He's taking a lot of damage. He throws the ulti down. That's going to be Ocean Eyebrows and Frosty Cookie going down here. Double kill. Pink! Double kill for what is a wolf. You like sound effects? V8 picks himself up one. He gets exhausted though. Now he's in a tough position. No stun there, but a triple kill for what is a wolf. The X-Cat, the only one left available. I want to see a dive here from Wolfie, man. He needs to get himself a quadra kill. Not going to be the case, though. It might be a little bit past due. Super minions encroaching underneath these Nexus turrets. I'm not sure if AMAM have what it takes without the Zeke's Herald. I'm not sure if they have what it takes. So this is exactly the same time frame they had in the last match. And without the Zeke's Herald here and only 3 members available, they might not be able to take this Nexus here, you guys. Ocean Eyebrows, he's back in. Shutdown gold for Eric L. He's still looking for more, trying to balance 2. Draven Axis isn't able to do so. Trying to make a show for us at the end, and it has been decided, ladies and gentlemen, Eric L. did not have the impressive performance on the Draven that we were looking for. Not once that match did I see him juggling 2 Draven axes effectively. Sorry, Eric. Better luck next time, my man. Congratulations to Team AMAM. They take our second game of this set. They did a great job in this set. As a matter of fact, they went for their pocket picks. In the first match, they went for picks that, in my opinion, weren't necessarily pocket, but were testers. They were trying to test the strength of Counter Instigate. Counter Instigate did have X-Cat, Frosted Cookie, V8, Ocean Eyebrows. I mean, these are all really good players. So they were simply testing out their strength. They won the first match with those kind of tester picks. And then the next, they said, okay, so now is a good opportunity for us to kind of be able to showcase these picks that we really want. This was Team AMAM putting on a good show for us here. And they still ended up coming out on top. I actually, in all honesty, you guys, from the beginning of this match, even though I kind of was talking as though Team AMAM was still the favorites, in my mind, I had a lot of hope here for Counter Instigate to be able to take this match, because their composition in terms of just the standard meta right now, this is 5.7 meta, by the way, you guys, not 5.8 meta, because there's going to be big changes coming up. My money was actually on Team Counter Instigate, but there were so many times throughout that match, especially in the early game, where they had opportunities to make big things happen. Really big things happen, but they just didn't take it. They just didn't take it, and they didn't have the experience and they didn't have the confidence in themselves to be able to push forward and make those big aggressive plays, take the lead from AMAM. Because you can't expect AMAM to give it over to you. You got to take it, and they didn't do that. They didn't take this game, and Team AMAM ended up being able to hold off and then being able to take it back simply by bodying their way to the Nexus. Well played, and congratulations to AMAM. They take this set in a 2-0 sweep. Well played, GG.